What up, though? It's new wrestling game season. There's a lot of WWE 2K25 news hitting the timeline. I enjoy the fact that we got free roam cameras and entrances. Like, you wanted to hear my immediate thoughts? That shit is fire to me. I was looking at the mods for that. I can't wait to use that. Shout out to Chain Wrestling. The island looks cool, I guess. I'm not really, you feel me? I ain't flipping burgers over it, you know what I'm saying? But it's a new game. Today's video isn't about 2K25 though, so we can move on from that. I got this video idea from the big homie Phoenix Nitro. Dog hit me up, was like, yo, X, you know how you've been talking about graphic packages and stages? I said, yeah. He said, well, why don't you talk about wrestling game main menus? That boy was cooking. he was cooking with that one. I wanted to get a 2-liter. I couldn't, so I got a can. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to pot the top. I got to smack the top. I couldn't think of nothing that quick. I couldn't really. Comes to Pain is one of my favorite main menus. Off rip, I love the fact that there's wrestlers doing their taunts. And I love it so much that I actually did a TikTok about it. Like in 2021, maybe 2022. And I'm going to be honest with you. I killed it. I fucking killed it. I like the idea that there's a photographer behind the camera taking pictures of them doing these taunts, because you notice there's like a strobe throughout the main menu in general. Even when there's not somebody there doing taunts, you still see a strobe. But in my mind, I like to think that they're just doing that for a photographer and shit. They're just taking pictures. It's honestly, I don't know what they doing with this dark blue, like when they just turn the lights down. Is that representing the entrance, or I don't know, but I love it. And I can always hear the Here Comes the Pain background music. Like, as soon as I see this, boy, y'all know how much I love that soundtrack. I use it in a lot of my videos, man. Character select screen is pretty cool. I'm not gonna talk about the character select screen in a lot of these segments, but I did want to point this one out because I like the fact that it's just the in-game renders posing and shit. Like I like that they didn't use like a drawing per se, or like just their actual like some games use just the actual pictures. It's like, okay, where's the fun in that? This one just feels like the world is alive. The PS2 graphics, and they just posing, cheesing, doing whatever. You feel me? I fuck with that. I fuck with that. Now this one is a little simple. I ain't gonna hold you, but backyard wrestling. Don't try this at home. Nice little barbed wire board here. Oh, that's a bad bitch immediately. As soon as you open the game, you are greeted with a little underboob, and then like just motherfuckers beating the shit out of each other, just doing crazy ass spots, and then another bad bitch sprinkled here and there. Like the bad bitch to sick ass spot ratio is actually really fire for this little video screen here on this menu. This menu ain't nothing too crazy though. Like that's really all you need is a few clips of some bad bitches and some crazy ass spots. I will say, this main menu music, I fuck with it. I don't know why, but it's a fucking little vibe for real, man. It's nice waiting music. But like you would think a game like this will have like some crazy fucking hardcore metal, just some ICP at least. Those are two different genres. I'm not saying ICP is hardcore metal. I'm just saying some hardcore music. And then some of that homies. Did I hit the bong a few times before I record this video? Yeah. Now this character selection screen though, I like the Polaroids of the players or the characters in the game with them writing their signature on the Polaroid, or just writing their name, printing it. Like it's just unique. I won't say okay, wrong word. I would say just cool, nice little detail. Like it feels like you're backstage with oh, who's wrestling? That them. There's a picture of them. I don't fucking know. I don't know, because when the matchup screen pops up, it's just the two Polaroids next to each other. Backyard wrestling, baby. SmackDown Just Bring It it feels like the embodiment of the PlayStation 2 early 2000s aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like that future, that old ass future feel is exactly what Just Bring It feels like. Like, you ever hear those like what is it, like jungle remixes of the PS1 racing games and shit? You feel like you can just do whatever the fuck you want and slow mo it a little bit. It's a nice vibe. That's what this feels like. That song's not in here. Once you start the game, you're greeted with Michael Cole, SmackDown, Just Bring It.
WWF SmackDown, Just Bring It.
Like, one, relax. You can tell they just started getting in the booth for commentary lines. They had a new mic and they were gonna fucking use it. Because then immediately you have this like all-seeing fucking voice greet you with caution, 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 caution. That voice is burned into my head. Like, that feels like your inner conscious where like you about to do some shit. Caution, caution. You know what I mean? Where's your wallet? Attention, attention. You like, I don't know. I don't know. These hexagons in the back though, I think I'm a big hexagon guy. I ain't gonna hold you. Whenever I see hexagons in design, sometimes it's a cool little symmetry cheat code for real. It's very easy to like throw that on there and you can be like, oh, like you could really take the lines of the hexagons and make them a different color and you're set. You feel me? On some creative shit, you could do anything with some hexagons, man. This, I will say, the menu sound effects are fucking obnoxious. It's these like loud ass thunder fucking like happens all the time when you really hit some shit. This fucking loud ass like it's too futuristic for me, bruh. Exhibition. What I will say about this matchup screen, or like, you know, this character select screen, they're using the real renders. That's cool, you feel me? But look at this goddamn Versus logo. The red and blue kind of clashing, and that bitch just spinning like that. That is scratching one of them itches in my brain. That's that good shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I fuck with that heavy, bruh. I don't know what it is. All right, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Stomach bubbling a little bit. I'm gonna go take a dookie, right? Don't go anywhere. Oh shit, I forgot to start it.
I gotta hurry up. I'm not even supposed to be on this channel. I'm Phoenix Nitro, and I'm here to tell you all about SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 menu. Whether we're talking the main menu with the SmackDown on the left, Raw on the right, the options going down the middle. It was a beautiful sight. Whether we're talking about the Superstar Select screen with the little portraits for the cause, with the backgrounds. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Let's talk about the little brand logos as well. It's so pretty. Now, let's talk about GM mode, the very first GM mode, by the way. Let's talk about how gorgeous those backgrounds look like, whether you were at your desk, whether you were on WWE.com. The menus were beautiful on my favorite wrestling game of all time. Switch gears though. SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, in my opinion, has one of the most beautiful Superstar Select screens of all time. You have a slick brand logo behind the renders of the superstars. I'll never forget loading on for the first time, seeing Marcus Corvon, Monty Brown with the and that beautiful ECW logo behind them. You have the championship logos on there as well. It's a pretty sight to see. Now, I'll be honest, with 08, I feel like it took a little step down when it came to like season mode menus from 06, but the 08 menu still looked great. And then you talk about SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, the main menu had a big, interesting, dope-looking menu. You had the backgrounds covered up by the squares, and I don't know what it is, man, but just the way that the overlay of the squares hit that backdrop looked oh so good. Oh, man, I just heard X Flush. Okay, really quick. Showdown Legends of Wrestling has to be one of the most underrated wrestling video game menus of all time. Look at that character select screen where they're on the Jumbotron. Oh, man, he's coming back. I gotta go.
Big shouts out to Dog one time. You know what I'm saying? I had to take care of some business, but I am back, and I heard Dog talk about some SmackDown vs. Raw games, so it's only right I pick up with the SmackDown vs. Raw with the original. Now, hear me out. It looks crazy right now, but listen, When you open this game up, you get greeted by one of the greatest intros to a video game I've ever seen in my fucking life. I don't even want to go too much into detail because that's not what we're here for real. But if you know, you goddamn know. You come in, you get to choose between SmackDown or Raw. You feel me? It's like picking your favorite team on Madden, so all your shit is that corresponding color. Except it's the fucking match card, it's the match graphics, it's the show graphics you pick. Everything. Like, if you pick Raw, your menu looks like Raw. When you're hovering, it's the fucking Raw nameplate bar and shit. Like, that's cool. You go to SmackDown, you get them goddamn Backlash ass hooks and shit. Like, it makes sense to what show you pick. And then you pick a show and you either get Tori Wilson shaking them goddamn polygons, or you got Stacy Keibler shaking them goddamn polygons. I fuck with the ticker at the bottom showing the music. The SmackDown vs. Raw soundtrack, very underrated in my opinion. I feel like when you hear people talk about the SmackDown vs. Raw soundtracks, they really bring up like 07, 06. They can talk about like 09 for some reason. Like, but they always leave out the first one, bruh. This game got some bangers on there. And you just, you know what I'm saying? Just go Stacy. Go stay. It feels weird. It feels weird. It feels weird. You know, speaking of weird, actually, you could buy, if I remember correctly, the bra and panties versions, like the bra and panties attires for the menu screen, so they're dancing in their bra and panties. Don't do all that. No, you don't need to do that. That's taking it too far. That is taking it too far. I'm gonna get a little modern. You feel me? We've been going back to the PS2 a lot, but I do want to talk about one that's fairly recent. WWE 2K17. Very underrated menu. Unlike that goddamn flashbang you get at 2K19, blow my mind. It's dark. You see some lights, some stadium lights, and some smoke. I wasn't even smoking at the time when I used to play this game, but I can appreciate this shit now. You goddamn right. I sit here, and then out of nowhere, Sasha Banks just shows up, just walking across the screen. Seth Rollins walking across, doing some shit. I fuck with that heavy. I fuck with that heavy, and I cannot see this menu like literally without anybody right there as soon as you open the game. My truck's so clean I can lick the white walls to drink the gasoline. You feel me? I'm too rock for hip hop, too hip hop for rock.
Cut that bitch off.
This is a really sleek menu for real. And you could literally see everything. You know what I mean? Very easily accessible, like all of your options soon as you start the goddamn game. It seems weird to say, but like it feels like a big ass window of options. Just like, damn, I know where shit at. You know, certain games, they got quirky little fucking names for the season, creation zone, and like you gotta go in there to see what they got. You see it all. You know what they got over there. You don't even gotta go over there if you don't need to be over there. You know what I mean? That's a good menu. I fuck with that. That's a good menu. And this is like my all-time favorite I'm gonna be honest with you. Top 2 all-time favorite wrestling games. SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. This menu, crunchy as hell. Just feel old and rugged, and you know what I mean? Like it got that good ass 2002 crunch to it. This menu holds a special place in my heart. You feel me? I want to talk some details. The sound effects on this menu goes crazy, bruh. Listen, you remember how you was talking about hexagons earlier? When you go to the special matches, this is so fucking hard. Oh my, like the way you still got a little ass video playing, you scrolling through your options, and you going opposite ways on the scroll, dude. Oh, they were cooking, man. They were cooking with this one, bruh. It's them yo, if it wasn't hexagons, if these were fucking squares or circles, I don't think I'd fuck with it that heavy. I dead ass think it's the hexagon, bruh. No bullshit. No bullshit. Back to the actual main menu. I really enjoy the fact that they're just playing like clips, like no edits, no color correcting, just straight clips next to it. I love it. I love it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Big shout out to Phoenix Nitro, my big homie. If y'all enjoy this and want to see more videos like this in the future, comment down below what you want to see me talk about. Also, let me know some wrestling game menus y'all fuck with, cause y'all know I ain't get everything in here. What do you fuck with? What do you like? Head over to my merch store. I got new shirts, Hybrid Hills shirts and hoodies, and flags available. SmackDown Live merch. I got a lot of merchandise on my store. Y'all should go visit. And of course, I'm gonna say it. Follow me on Twitch. I'm live almost every single day. Come have fun with me. I promise you won't regret it. Until then, take it sleazy in the mouth.